Hi, hello, welcome to Dusty Shop, where bad decisions are rabid and planning is lacking. So, don't do what we do. Well, you could try it. Have fun with it. You know, do the YouTube stuff. Click like and subscribe. Alright, thanks. Alright, circus goers, we're back. We have the old Goldie here, airborne. And, you know, like I said before, we have an old leak underneath the pan, which me and George, of course we did it again, where we got out. But needs an old pan gasket. Really bad.
It won't go up that high to see it.
Yeah. So we need an oil pan gasket. Like, yeah. It's leaking out the front of the oil pan gasket up here by the front seal, so it probably needs gasket. So
secondary oil leak we found actually wasn't all leak, all filter tight.
yeah, oil filter one tight is leaking pretty good out of that thing. So, and it was just kind of migrating all over everything. One thing we are going to do again today, we got to run it is we're going to run a compression test on it, and battery's almost dead. Yeah. No, it is dead.
Not too.
Yeah.
We had the lights, man.
We got lights. I got a charger.
Good one.
Okay. So, yeah, oil filter's loose. I still see a fresh oil coming down.
Well, one of them over there, that mystery oil was coming out the plug hole. You see that one?
Huh?
Where some of the mystery oil ran down.
Oh yeah. That's my what I seen the other day. Might have been mystery
I don't see no. I figured you look above. You look over here. You look through there. You don't see nothing coming out the valve.
Yeah, I think that was marvelous mystery oil when I did that little treatment. I'm down through there. So, and then we were looking at the front suspension because you know that's what we do. And I don't know. I think we can see her.
There it is.
Here we see that. So now that we can see our beloved front end, what do you say? We got stuff moving in spots where we probably shouldn't be moving all that well. But it looks like it's all stock. I don't think this thing's.
I don't think nothing was done.
If it has been, it was done somewhere where they used.
Oh, look at that.
Williams stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a shock rover right here, folks. I don't know if you can see it, but it's. Yeah, she's a grinder.
Yeah, she's a grinder.
I think them are factory shocks too.
Yeah, they look like factory shock. So she's gonna need some front end work. Ball joints, I noticed that when I was driving it. They were. It looks like
Oh,
this one I'm hearing, inners are really bad. The outers are. Might as well change them because you're right there. So
man, if you're gonna do that, you might as well get the upper and lowers. Yeah,
because you go take this to the alignment shop. The alignment guy's gonna go, man, what in the devil did you do to me?
What do you want me to do with this?
Yeah, I got some old raggedy stuff up here and then some new stuff.
That'll work.
Okay,
I think these are factory shocks. Yes.
Yeah. So we got to add shocks. Oh.
Yeah, I think the main oil leak is that front seal on the oil pan. And fortunate enough, the way these are made, you can do it without pulling the motor out.
Yeah.
A little sketchy, but it's possible.
It's possible. We got a gantry
transmission anyway.
Do we just say screw it and just pull the motor and transmission out and send the transmission out to be rebuilt?
Oh, Dave, that's an electrical issue situation.
Look at that hot wire. Oh man, nice. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Burns me a little bit.
All right.
It's another little thing we look and find.
Yep.
That we correct.
Okay. So we got.
See that seal on that oil pan, on that oil filter? That's the first thing I seen when I got it.
Yeah. Yeah. I just gave another quarter turn by hand. So. Yeah. Thanks. We were a lot loose on that one.
Yeah. Probably didn't vibrate and squirt off.
All right. Man, that's gonna be a hard one to call. You just pull the whole motor out because there's not much to it.
Transmission's gone, so.
Take the motor and transmission out one, separate it, or we just fix it in the car.
But then again, it depends on the customer how much you want it fixed.
Right. We're gonna see what he wants to do.
How much you want to? Motor sitting crooked. Hey, look at this. Come back here.
Really?
Look at that all transmission. Whoa. You got a motor mounts collapse?
Maybe.
Why does big V6 got so much torque? You know?
Woo, boy! I think we should solve all those. Yeah.
Oh. Oh no! Why they put it on backwards?
How did we do that?
Get the wrench on it.
How did we do that?
Somebody been playing in here, folks. What if he got the motor mount in the right way? Remember we ran across that with the Duramax.
Yeah. We had my Dirty Max had a motor mount put in wrong. At some point in time.
Yeah, we found that because we couldn't get it back like it was. That's crazy.
That one's on backwards too.
It is. That's why the motor leans.
Well, you know, that takes care of that question.
I got back here, I'm like, wait a minute. What the?
We're going to have to...
Come back here.
Yeah, you can see that... Yeah,
I look, I'm like, wait a minute.
It's so... let me get it.
You want a camera shot of that?
Let me get the kids in here. So, as of right now...
That might put a light in there.
The transmission is sitting like this. Not like this. It's supposed to sit like this. It's sitting like this. And so we were looking at it up in there, but so there's shoulder nuts on the motor mounts.
I like seeing the guy that did that, because that's a trick.
They put them in
This one?
Yeah, they put both of them in.
That's a trick.
They're both that way.
Oh, they are?
Yeah, they're both that way.
How did they do that?
I don't know.
Okay, folks. What it is a nut with a attached washer.
Yeah, shoulder bolt. Or shoulder nut, I'm sorry, shoulder nut.
Shoulder nut. Somehow they put it on with the shoulder on the outside. I'm not no ace mechanic, but I do have a few brain cells working. I think that wanted to go to the block.
Yeah, that's the ground strap going to the block.
I don't know what the rest of it is.
Obviously on the engine. Okay, so I think that may have answered my question right there, being that we have to do a little something with the motor mounts.
We gotta do that with my
I'm gonna pull the motor. I'm not gonna mess with it. I'll pull the motor out. I am gonna suggest that we do
freshen up.
a freshen up. So basically, we pull all the gaskets off. We re-gasket the motor. We're not gonna bore it. We're not gonna do anything like that. We're gonna take the valve covers off. Everything looks clean, and it seems to be running really good. You know, I mean, outside of, you know,
Tune up.
But it seems to be running really good.
Except for the motor's crooked.
Holy.
Oh yeah, I gotta tighten that gas line.
So we already know the fuel system's good because I've already pulled the. We flushed it, cleaned it, so that looks good. Front seal on the rear end needs to be fixed because it's getting some leaks. If I'm gonna have to redo the outside axles, I might as well do that one too. We might as well just go ahead and freshen that up too. New oil.
Do that.
Right.
That's gonna get worse.
Yeah, let's just go
We
ahead.
already got all the fluid out of it.
We're gonna have the drive shaft out to do. Yeah, that's coming out to do the transmission and now a motor pull.
Yeah.
To clean all this up. I mean, you know,
It's what you do when you review.
that's why we do this when we're doing these cars like this. I mean, I know it's money, but you know, we I said before with this thing, he's got young boys that I just wouldn't feel comfortable letting them run down the road like this. Just there's too much of it could happen.
And you don't want your babies hurt.
I'm not, you know, anybody who knows me knows that I am a big giant kid and I like kids because we think the same way. So, I like kids better than most adults.
Yeah, they're honest.
Yeah, they're honest. They'll like.
They'll tell you the truth.
Yeah.
Well, somewhat.
And if they think they're not going to get in trouble, then they're truthful as all can be. Otherwise, they tell a form of the truth.
Hey, let me have that light over here.
There you go. So, yeah, I think it's just going to be.
I guess that plugs in there somewhere like so.
Yeah, she can grab right on the side of that. Should be a spot right here on top of it. Yeah, right there.
That's riding on the drive shaft.
We got to fix that. We got a little bit of, we got some,
All this will be done when we put the transmission back.
Yeah,
I'm just kind of looking.
we'll get all that tied up. So the oil leak looks like it's from the front of the oil pan.
I think that is the oil leak because
Yeah.
that's just a loose oil filter.
You know, if that's leaking, I'm sure that rear main seal is going to be leaking. So
I'm still amazed about the motor mount.
I am too, man. That's going to be,
You said
there's
that
going to be
other
some
nut is on
choice
there like
words
this?
when we go to take them bolts out. I can promise you that. There will be some choice words made. Because,
Oh, the other one's the same way, ain't it?
yeah. Well,
How'd they do that?
I don't know.
Wow.
I don't know.
That's pretty cool.
That is,
Sometimes stuff we see is very impressive.
yes, I like that. It's impressive.
Impressive. I ain't gonna say they did it right. I ain't gonna say they did it wrong. I'm just gonna say it's impressive.
It's impressive because I'm going to be cussing like a big dog when I go to pull it.
Yeah, that's gonna be hard to get them bolts out there.
Well, it'll be fucking.
You can't hold on to it. Well, unless they had a special wrench. They had a special wrench.
Yeah, I think we're going to be using that same special wrench.
A backwards shoulder nut wrench.
or a pair of vice grips is more along the line.
I don't see how they got them in there. That's what I'm saying.
I think we're going to be using vice grips. But, man, I'm thinking, looking at these, yeah, we got a lot on it.
How the A-frames at the bushings look?
Yeah, so I was just looking at it. I think we're going to. I'm going to look up and see if we can do like a kit where we can replace the upper and lower, the arms, because I ain't going to lie.
We did my truck, and those bushings and the lower and the A-frames are a pain.
You're spending the money either with. It doesn't really change anything because you're still spending the same money because what I charge to change these out is cheaper than. It's actually cheaper to buy the whole assembly because then I just got to pull a bolt, slap it in there. I'm done. I can cut the labor time in half. Pulling these bushings, pressing these bushings in and out sometimes can be
a pain. It's almost like when we put up metal buildings. So which one's cheaper? You're gonna pay one way or the other. Either way, if you buy a bolt up, you're gonna pay for the labor. If you want to weld up, you're gonna pay for the welding.
Yeah.
So either way, it just depends on how quick you want it done or how easy the person doing the job want it to be. As far as us in this situation, it's easier to take two bolts out, put two bolts back in, or taking two bolts out and chiseling and pressing and carrying on, trying to get the new bushings in.
I said we have the stuff. We have some of it, and it's older stuff like this. I'm not saying it's not impossible because it needs shocks.
I said we did my black truck, and that was a pain. Simple fact, I couldn't find the kit for the 4-wheel drive type.
Yeah, we having problem finding these lower bushings, the bushings themselves. The right one. We kept getting all kinds
I
of
found
weird.
these kits all day long, remember?
Yeah.
But it didn't have the right shock.
Yeah.
See, mine didn't run springs.
Right.
So the problem was everyone I got had the spring basket. And I need one without the spring basket.
You need the
Because
torsion bars.
the torsion bar
bars.
came. And I couldn't get them.
We
I got the uppers, I could never find the lowers.
Yeah, so we need basically front suspension, brakes. She's gonna get an overhaul, so she'll be a new truck when
That's
we
what I
get
was
it
gonna
back.
say.
That's the only nice thing is it money spent badly on these old trucks? No, because everybody loves them. These things are very popular. People love them. They want them.
A little stump damage.
Yeah. I guess I need to kind of look at bodies because he was talking about doing some body work to this thing.
This one's easy, that one's hard.
Oh, I'll just cut it right here, right where your hand is. We'll cut this out.
Cut it out,
Cut
beat
a
it
box
out
in
from
it,
in there.
and then run a tool in there. This I might be able to.
That might be a pop out.
He might be getting a free
Legomatic time.
Where's she at?
Where's that orange
I
girl?
Oh, there it is. All right. So the young man who owns this truck, we call him Peanut. So here you go, Peanut. This might be a freebie. I might just fix the bed.
Was it just missing bad when that, or what it sound like it was a muffler leak, but it looks good. Maybe it's just
I think it was missing real bad.
But it may have an exhaust leak.
So No, I creased it right here.
Yeah.
Ah, if you want to crease it right there, Peanut, I'd knock that bad boy out.
Need
I
to
can
put
fix
something
it.
in here and go.
Yeah, I can fix it, but it's going to be a little bit more than a quick pop of the hammer.
Yeah.
There's one right here. Like that.
Yep, that would just pop right out.
All right, one dent fixed. All right, there's your freebie, Peanut.
Yep. We ain't doing no more body work. I don't like body work. Body work takes a lot of time, and I don't have the patience.
There you go. That one's out.
And I'm sorry. It's just me.
Right. So yeah, when we do body work in the shop,
When you do body work,
when I do body work in the shop,
I don't do
George
body-
will not probably be present when I'm doing all that kind of thing. Because we
don't-
got a couple projects coming through that need body work.
hey, when you tell him, suggest back shocks too. This was leaking.
Huh?
Suggest back shocks too. All new shock, but this was leaking too.
Oh yeah. I plan on that. I'm gonna see if I don't know if he wants to do the shocks himself.
If you want to, that's fine.
If he
Just
wants
let
us to
him
do
know
it,
what
but
is.
this is the list. So shocks. God damn, that motor's coming out.
Shocks, complete front end,
Complete front end.
motor gasket kit.
Yeah, we're gonna do the Krylon what I call the Krylon rebuild. If you look back, we did it to the Tahoe. I had that 5.3 that ran really good. It was like this. It just leaked some oil. Pulled it apart, put new gaskets in it. Kind of checked the valve train, and I don't know what that is. I've been scared to touch it. I've been scared to touch it.
What is that?
And it drives me absolutely because there's like this red tape stuff holding the shifter. I don't know.
Take
if
it off, did the linkage fall out?
I don't know. That's why I've been like, I don't know. You know what? Fuck it. We got a cable out back. I think I got one on that other truck I can get to. But
Actually, folks, I think that's what they did. They used some kind of weird tape to hold the
I'm afraid.
shift linkage in.
Yeah.
I bet that plastic deal
I
broke.
bet
The
this clip-
keeper.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not gonna take it out yet because we may have to move the truck. What is that up there?
That's the.
Oh, just dirt.
Yeah. It's just dirt. The transmission shop should take care of everything. When I talk to them, I'm gonna see.
They gonna take care of this? Check this when they do it, or we gotta take that off?
I'm gonna ask them. Well,
they want it
because of
naked?
the arm.
I don't know. See,
I don't know. This is
that's got that electronic
yeah.
overdrive and all
Yeah,
that.
this is a 4L60E.
Oh, it's an E.
Yeah, it is the E. So we're going to be using a new transmission shop to do some of the do the transmission work.
Try them out first
Try
time.
them out.
What is
I can do them, but I don't have all the tools anymore to do these transmissions.
That's what they did.
That's
They
it.
tied all that stuff on it to keep it in. See, come on.
Oh yeah, I see it now. All right.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. So
The keeper or whatever it was,
All right.
it wouldn't stay on.
So I need to find.
I bet that's the same guy to put the to put the
That's a bad motherfucker right there. I'm telling
put the shoulder nuts on backwards.
Yeah.
He's good.
you. He's good.
Oh, there's a hole.
Yeah, 4L60E.
Okay.
All right. So we got. And I think I left the thing.
Very impressive. What?
I was gonna.
It's in the.
Yeah, it's up there in the
there.
thing. I'm gonna get,
We don't have to crank it up. Be honest with you.
No,
We know where it leaks.
I'm not gonna bother because we're just gonna go ahead. So I think the game plan for the truck.
I tell him motor transmission's coming out. While the transmission shop, we got to go regasket the motor.
Yeah. I'm just gonna regas the whole motor and go there.
And
Because
also, by the way, your motor mounts is in backwards on your motor lean. I'm just kind of looking. I was like,
You're right.
hey, wait a minute. Am I leaning my head wrong?
I never even. I had it up when I did the. So I dropped the fuel tank when I did all that.
Well, like
I
you
never
said,
noticed it.
like you said, we get it back up when I get here, so we can
Yeah,
more
so
eyes on it.
Yes, this is why we do. I usually the two of us do it together because
I find weird stuff like that.
George, I'm over here looking and processing shit, and George is like, "Hey man, that's on backwards." I'm like, "Fuck, that is on backwards." So,
This is
I'm
why
just checking out the spring.
This
yeah.
is why we do it, though.
Okay, those look good.
I mean, at least spring bushings.
Yeah, the leaf springs are
thing.
fine. I don't see anything wrong with them bushings. They look pretty
The
decent.
add leaf clips are good. The rubbers are good in them.
Yeah.
That's just normal
Yeah, they're all there. It's normal. Shocks are,
factory.
factory, so we can put
Looks
shocks
good on the mufflers.
The muffler hanger looks good. I don't see any big monster holes. Because here lately, I don't know what the deal is, but it seems like all the trucks we've been getting in here lately, The mufflers look like there ain't one. They're like full of holes.
Look like Swiss cheese.
Yeah, they're all chewed up, rusted out, and everything else. But this one,
I guess what I was hearing, it might be an exhaust leak up there. Cause the muffler, catalytic converter looks good.
yeah, it's all
All the sensors are in.
all the
The cat
brake
looks
lines
good.
look good. These brake line back here looks good. I don't see anything that looks like, you know, would be
No holes.
unsafe or
No holes in the cat.
No hole in the cat. That's good. I think I actually might have one of those, two of those laying around out back. Actually, I have to watch.
Look at that light.
I have it.
We'll check this donut up here. Well, I ain't really worried about it because when we do the gasket, that's gonna get new donuts.
Yeah,
new manifold gaskets.
I'll order a full gasket kit. It's got everything in it. Like I said,
See, ain't no leak there. You look up here. Only leak over here is when you look down the plug valve. See, it's good. It's just from that's just from marbles. That's all.
yeah, that's what overspill from when I'm filling it up.
It looks good. Freeze plugs look good.
Yeah, free clothes. Get that front seal. So, we need a hose we need the hoses.
Oh, you got to get that splice deal for that burnt valve to get rid of it.
That.
I told Peanut that where his water leak was probably from.
Right, and a heater core. We got to put a heater core
I
in this
forgot
thing.
about the heater core.
Yeah, I told him about the heater core. We got to.
I told him we was going to take that burper out though.
Yeah, so this thing has one of them old burp. They used to put them in the cars a lot to help burp them and like I don't know,
Yeah,
get the air out of the system. But all I've ever found like this one, it's leaks. So he loses coolant, and he was thinking there's something else wrong with it. And when we pressure tested the system, that's where it was leaking from there. And then the heater core had a little bit of a leak, so we got to pull the dash out and put a heater core in. Everything went out. Do that. That'll take care of the coolant system.
Nothing major
It's
to get this back on the road.
it's seasonal. You know, it's a '96, so it's not like it's been a '96 Chevy truck that's been used as a truck. Somebody was hauling stuff, probably worked construction.
It's
and
well
material-
over.
material was
Well,
tools.
mine is 25 years old. This is close to 30.
Yeah.
Mine's a 99. Mine's
It's almost. This thing's like 28 years old, something like that.
29, yeah.
So
It's in pretty good shape.
pretty good shape. For the age. I'm seeing stock shocks, people. I mean, come on. That's.
Yeah.
All right, and yep. And audio issues again. So what we're doing here is, we're doing a compression test. So we're pulling all the plugs out of that, out of the engine, checking all the cylinders, running down through it. Want to make sure that even though the coolant pressure test passed, sometimes you could have a washed out ring and you got it. It's just got a weak cylinder, and this one was nice and healthy. So we were between 130 and 140, so nice and even all the way across. So we are good there. So we can move on to we're checking other systems on the truck while we're in here. Like I said, we're checking the plugs. Even though we know they're foul because it runs like bad, but also put marbles in there, and we're checking it for fuel and blah blah blah. All that kind of good stuff before we're done with this. So yeah, George's on the one side, and so finishing up there, we'll run down to the other side of the engine. Like I said, it was all good, so we'll come back, and we needed to check the alternator, just make sure showing in the truck to be good, but sometimes the gauges are a little goofy, especially when the truck's messing up a little bit. So we're gonna come back and do we're gonna check the voltage. So here we go. All right, so George picked up a one little test, like a test light. I call it a test light. It's a test indicator, whatever. I think he got it off the Tip Top Shop. So that's the brand right there, hard to see, but it does 12 volts. It reads voltage, kind of like a test light, which is nice to have because sometimes getting a multimeter in there is a real, spots is kind of It's all that. And multimeters can be expensive, or they can be really cheap. But anyhow, so George picked this up for the shop. We're gonna use it. We're gonna try it. It just shows DC voltage, which is all we need it for. Because sometimes just getting a test light, just getting a bulb on is, more than that. Sometimes, most of the time. But anywho, so we're gonna try it out. Stuck it on there. It's got the screen lights up. So checking here on the voltage. The gauge in the truck showed the alternator to be working. So, but let's check and see what it does. So here we go. We're checking it out. Worked. Didn't have no problems. Yeah, doesn't seem to be too bad. So kind of handy. It's kind of small, which is kind of what I like. It's a LED. It's got a little light up LED screen. Got a little deal on there so you can kind of roll it up or put something over it, and it's got a little case right there, as George is showing us. Case, that's the brand, what it's called, whatever. But yeah, don't give me a line. So yeah, we'll try it out. We'll use it here in the shop, and if anybody's ever used it, what do you think? Good, bad, ugly? I don't know. We'll try it. I'm not getting paid from the company to use it, so if it don't work, we'll let everybody know. We do that. If we find good stuff, we let you know too. So with that being said, on with the truck. So yes, the alternator was good. No problems. Everything looked good and healthy. So we can continue on. Like I said, there's George showing us the voltage deal. So all right, circus goers. So we know the truck's in good shape, and so we're gonna get ready to start getting all the work done to it. Now we know what we got to do. So what we'll do is the next time we come around to this thing is we're pulling an engine and the transmission out of that truck and get it on the stand and get it on the floor and get the transmission off where it needs to go, and we'll start the go through more videos of the old Goldie, getting her done. So thanks for watching, and catch us on the next video. All right, thanks.